Is it going to be a record high today? I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see later on today. It is going to be hot. I know that for sure. 97, my forecasted high, and the record high is 97. All quiet out in the tropics at the moment. We deserve that given what's happened recently with Milton, Helene, even going back to Francine and Beryl, other storms we've had throughout this hurricane season. But we are continuing to monitor. No active storms out there at the moment, but another disturbance moving off of Africa has about a 30% chance of developing into something over the next 7 days. Forecast models with this do kind of bring it into the Caribbean or the southern Caribbean. Worth watching because obviously that's kind of headed in a direction that, if it decided to make kind of a right-hand turn, could start to impact the United States there. Although I will say that the later in the month of October that we get, and especially in November, as storms make their way farther westward, it is harder for them to do kind of like what Milton and also going back to Helene did and kind of make that northern turn straight up into the U.S. So we'll watch it closely, of course. Next storm on the list would be Nadine, but the later into October that we get, and especially November, hurricane season does start to taper off pretty quickly. The peak of the season was back on September 10th statistically. We're kind of about here as we head through the middle part of October. And you can really see kind of that dramatic drop off once you head into late October and especially into November. But officially, hurricane season does run until November 30th. No delays out at DFW Airport, 68 degrees this morning, and no delays out at Love Field either. Well, 2-minute delays. That's nothing. 68 degrees at Love Field as well. Later today, potentially a record high for DFW, 96 to 97. As I mentioned, the record high is 97, but this front will really help us out, not today, but more so tomorrow as cooler and drier air works its way in. Low to mid upper 60s tomorrow morning, even some 50s along the Red River. You'll notice tomorrow morning being a little cooler than this morning, and you'll definitely notice tomorrow afternoon being cooler as well. Highs in the low to mid 80s, maybe some upper 80s across southern North Texas, and maybe even some places only in the upper 70s along the Red River tomorrow afternoon. The normal high is 79, so you've DFW 83, 84, a little above normal, but obviously much better than what we're going to be dealing with this weekend. No rain with that front to speak of, but I do have some rain later this week, more so this upcoming weekend. This is starting this next Friday. Dry in North Texas, but watch how this front gets closer to us. The disturbance starts to move in. Some scattered showers and storms possible during the day on Saturday, maybe even into Saturday evening and Saturday night as well. Exact timing, coverage with rain chances this next weekend not set in stone just yet, so we'll keep an eye on that, but it does look like some rain is certainly possible this next weekend, mostly on Saturday as of now. Sunday looks to be the drier day of the two weekends, so I know it's unfortunate we may have some rain back on the weekend, but we do need rain. It's been a while since we've seen it. As of right now, maybe it's a tenth to half an inch across the area, potentially a little higher totals to the west, some lower totals to the east. Of course, we'll fine-tune all these details as we get closer. In the meantime, what I can tell you is we'll have a high of 84 tomorrow. Jumps up a little bit on Tuesday, 89, but then a reinforcing shot of cool air arrives. 78 Wednesday, 80 Thursday, 82 Friday. Look at the morning lows. 56 Wednesday, 57 Thursday, 55 potentially for the morning low this next Friday. Then it's back up to 58 for low on Saturday. Sunday, 80 for the high, 81 next Monday. So most of that 2 weeks there, normal, if not a little above normal for this time of the year, but it's obviously much better than what we're dealing with this weekend with those highs well into the 90s. So it is cooling off, just maybe not as quickly as a lot of you want.